Taiwan. Welcome to Brossard, news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Bookworms are gathering in Taipei for the International Book Exhibition, with the Netherlands featured as the main theme of the event. Reese Ayers was there.
3, 2, 1, press the button in front of you!
A sea of books and book enthusiasts. The 2024 Taipei International Book Exhibition is underway. More than a chance to catch the hottest novel or meet decorated authors, the event celebrates literature as an important medium in democratic societies.
I think literature is the ultimate way of freedom, actually. It's the freedom to travel, freedom of gender, freedom of expression, freedom of thinking.
There are authors from all over the world at this year's exhibition, with books that explore themes ranging from diversity to the digital world. But the guest of honor and the main theme of the event, greeted by President Tsai Ing-wen herself, the Netherlands.
Taiwan's complex relationship with the Netherlands goes back exactly 400 years, to 1624, when Dutch colonialists ruled over parts of Taiwan for almost half a century.
And that colonial past is something Dutch guests at the event are eager to confront.
Also in the Netherlands and elsewhere in the Western world, people are reassessing colonial history, and we're doing the same in the Netherlands. So I think it's good that we have that opportunity to look at the cross-cultural fertilization that took place, but that we also do introspection in regard to the negative, the shadow sides of our presence here 400 years ago.
Radna Fabius, born on the island of Curaçao, also colonized by the Dutch, writes about colonialism and race issues in her poems. The event was a chance for her to reflect on the parallels between countries that suffered from colonialism in the past.
I think the situation is different in the Caribbean and the relationship is also different, but since it's the same country that arrived around the same time, there will be similarities and there will be things to talk about that will be relevant to both parties.
Dutch author Joyce Bergveld, who spent time in Taiwan as a teenager, was also at the event with her book Lord of Formosa, a dramatization of how Dutch colonists were finally driven out of Taiwan. It's a story she hopes can educate people in the Netherlands about their own past.
In Holland, people hardly knew that we'd ever been in Taiwan with the Dutch East India Company as colonists. And in recent years, there has been more focus on our colonial history, on slavery.
The event is about more than examining the past, though. It's about looking forwards, about how literature can be a link between nations with shared values.
The hope is that we'll meet together with authors and publishers, that we'll learn from each other, and of course we hope that a lot of Dutch literature, which is a very interesting literature, will be translated into Taiwanese, and of course maybe vice versa, so we can learn from each other.
Providing a platform for cultural exchange and reflection for readers and writers alike. This event is the beginning of the next chapter in the two countries' centuries-long story. Klein Wang and Reese Ayers for TaiwanPlus.
A man searching for his wallet in Taiwan's mountains found an unexpected surprise: thousands of abandoned turtles. Harrell Hughes has more.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. A spotted turtle. Discovered up a winding mountain road by a 70-year-old man searching for his wallet. Instead, he found a whole field of abandoned turtles.
那个地方出入也很多年了，我们从来也没有在那个地方发现过这种乌龟。就那个阿伯在那边就开始从初一到初五就在那里一直捡。据他口述，他说他在那个地方捡了大概2000多只乌龟。
This type of turtle is sensitive to cold weather, and it usually lives in low altitude areas. So it's not adapted for life in Taiwan's mountains. Nor are the mountain's ecosystems adapted to their presence.
当然对河川的生态会有影响，真的哦。比如说会有一些比较小型的鱼类啊，就会变成乌龟的食物。但是重点是那个乌龟，那种乌龟在这边是没有办法活下去的。
Many of the turtles were found dead, stuck between rocks and unable to move. Others were weak and in need of rescue. Volunteers have worked to save as many as they could while authorities search for whoever left them there in the first place. They say those responsible could be fined more than $9,000 US.
目前看到这个斑龟，它是属于一般类的野生动物啦。那就算一般类的野生动物，其实我们还是禁止一些相关的一个捕捉、搬运以及贩售。那违者的话，我们就是以《野生动物保护法》的第17条，那来进行相关的一个裁罚。
Although these turtles are now being rescued, the dumping of pets and other wild animals is a growing issue here in Taiwan, leaving vulnerable critters stuck in between. Devin Tsai and Harrell Hughes for TaiwanPlus.
It's never easy when a pet gets sick. Vet bills can be just as expensive as hospital bills. But a university has developed a new cancer treatment for pets that could make it cheaper to treat the furrier members of the family. Yvonne Yang has more.
There are over 3 million registered pets in Taiwan, but unlike for people, there's no universal health care for animals here. That means when our furry friends get sick, treatment often costs pet owners a good deal of money. That's particularly true for animals that develop tumors.
体表的肿瘤跟腹腔的肿瘤，或是一些深部的肿瘤，它的手术的过程的复杂性是不一样的。那一般我们肿瘤的手术，若以手术费的话，大概是2万到4万之间不等。
But a Taiwanese university has developed a new type of medicine that could simplify cancer treatment and make it cheaper. It's a pill called PCD17 and can be given to pets at home. Throughout the course of medication, AI analyzes how effective the pills are, greatly reducing costs associated with testing and treating tumors.
它可以口服，可以嘴巴吃，所以呢，一旦呢这个动物确诊它是癌症，续主呢就可以把药物带回去呢，依照医嘱然后呢可能过1个礼拜或过2个礼拜回诊。那这样子来讲呢，对这个续主的给药呢是非常方便的。
PCD17 still needs to undergo clinical trials, but good results here would mean that owners have one less thing to worry about when their precious pets get sick. Patrick Chen, Yvonne Yang, and Leslie Liao for TaiwanPlus.
The letterpress was one of the most important inventions in the history of mass communication, but newer technologies have pushed older methods out of fashion. Our reporter Reese Ayers discovers how one industry veteran in Taiwan plans to pass down his traditional form of printing after retirement.
A machine that revolutionized communication, and its skilled operator, now both approaching retirement. 82-year-old Hong Dong Han has been printing with his letterpress for almost 7 decades.
14岁在台北做到现在，我这个人很坚持、很固执，我做的这一行我就不换。
Hong owns his own factory now, but he had a much more humble start to his career. In his early teens, he kept in his stern boss's good books by washing his underwear while learning the trade. Hong mastered the complex machine and finished his apprenticeship at the age of 16. But now, newer, more efficient technologies dominate the printing industry, and machines like Hong's letterpress have fallen out of use.
3部同一个牌子，你现在 这个机器没有了嘛，没有人做了嘛，你停掉，那这个机器报废嘛。
Hong plans to retire this year, but he wants the legacy of his letterpress to live on, and so he reached out to municipal and civic cultural societies for help.
跟东兴的印刷厂的老板这边有更多的合作的可能性，我们或许现场有专业人士亲自来示范，这个我想也是一个很好的教育推广的一个工作。
One Taipei City Culture Agency official suggests keeping the letterpress running to print souvenir postcards for tourists, to help keep the art form alive and improve Taiwan's portfolio as a travel destination. But as Hong's letterpress enters a new era in its career, he can look forward to a well-earned retirement, having left his stamp on history. Andy Xue and Reese Ayers for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. You can visit the TaiwanPlus website or follow our social media for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Before we go, it's starting to look like spring in Japan, but this year's early blooming cherry blossoms come as the country experiences unseasonably warm weather. I'm Brossard. Take care and see you next time.